Chapter 7, The Convergence, What It Means. We have now surveyed, in a single episode, evidence from 6 domains. The atom, the most fundamental unit of matter, was invisible for 2,000 years and was known only by faith in mathematical inference. The universe itself is 95% invisible matter and energy. At the quantum level, reality consists not of things but of probabilities, potentialities that become real only in the act of measurement. The Earth was described as spherical and suspended in empty space by texts written 700 years before Christ, in a cultural environment that believed it was flat and supported. They were right. Every other ancient cosmology was wrong. The movement of celestial bodies, the gravitational binding of the Pleiades, the optical illusion of Orion's belt, the hydrological cycle, was described in texts written 3,000 years ago in terms that are scientifically accurate. Human medicine, the centrality of blood to life, the optimal timing of circumcision, the necessity of quarantine and hand-washing, was prescribed in texts written 3,000 and 4,000 years ago that the medical establishment resisted and contradicted for most of that time, at the cost of countless lives. The heart's role in thought, emotion, and physical health, described throughout Proverbs, Psalms, and the Prophets, has been vindicated by neurocardiology. The sequence and nature of creation described in Genesis 1 broadly corresponds to the scientific account of the development of the cosmos and life, including the statement that the universe had a beginning, a statement that the scientific establishment resisted until the evidence compelled it to agree. What does this convergence mean? It does not prove the existence of God. Science cannot prove or disprove the existence of God, that is not within its remit. What it can do is examine the evidence, follow it where it leads, and report honestly on what it finds. What it finds is this: a body of texts written across 1,000 years by dozens of authors in an ancient world without scientific instruments consistently describes the physical world in terms that are more accurate than the best scientific understanding of their contemporaries, and that have been vindicated by the most rigorous scientific investigation in human history. This convergence cannot be explained by the education or intelligence of the authors. Most of them were shepherds, farmers, fishermen, and court officials, not scientists. It cannot be explained by the scientific resources available to them. They had none of the instruments that produced the discoveries we have described. It cannot be adequately explained by lucky guessing. The number of specific, accurate, countercultural claims is too large and too precise to be attributable to chance. The explanation that the Bible itself offers, that these texts were given by a God who made the world and therefore knows how it works, is not falsified by the scientific evidence. It is, by the evidence, supported. Hebrews 11 verse 1 was written in the 1st century. The physics, astronomy, medicine, and neuroscience that vindicate its central claim were developed over the following 2,000 years. The claim itself has not changed. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The atom is not seen. It is real. Dark matter is not seen. It is real. The quantum wave function is not seen. It is real. The God of the Bible is not seen. And the evidence, in the accuracy of prophecy, in the anticipation of scientific discovery, in the pattern of a universe that began and is moving toward a conclusion, points toward a reality that is not diminished by being invisible.